Hello, this is Kristen Brinley with DC Metro Real Producers. Welcome to our podcast. Live, it's Kristen Brinley, your publisher of DC Metro Real Producers, and I'm here with the fantastic Derek Harman. Thank you so much, Derek.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, he's been a partner of DC Metro Real Producers since the very beginning, and we appreciate him, and I'm excited to tell his story. And he was in the September issue with Tom Daly on the front, so check that out. Check out his story. He's been in the mortgage industry for a decade and with Home Savings and Trust for 6 years. And you know, Derek, did you always think you'd be a loan officer? Tell us about that.
No, I didn't. Actually, it happened by chance. I went to school to be a sports broadcaster, and needless to say, that didn't work out. But I went into banking with Wells Fargo Financial right after college, and gradually got recruited over to a mortgage company in Washington, D.C., where I was introduced to a good friend of mine, Pat Cunningham, who is now one of the partners of my company here. And I started in the business then. And then fast forward several years, I was out of the business for a few years in the restaurant industry, and he came back in and he reeled me in. He tapped me on the shoulder and he's like, I think it's time for us to get back in the business. And I went home to my wife and I said, do you care if I don't make any money for 6 months to a year? Because it's a grind to be a lender, to start your own business like that. And she was so excited to get me out of the restaurant business. She was like, do it, we'll make it work. So I give huge credit to her for making that happen for me, because we're here today. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So she wanted you home before it was dark.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And we just had our little girl. She was 6 months old. So I was getting home at 2 a.m. and waking up at 5, and I was a zombie. I wasn't seeing her very often, so it made sense. It made sense, and we made it work. So I'm very thankful for that, though.
Absolutely.
I had a lot of fun, but you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and it's the quality of time with your family for sure. And
Yeah.
I know you're a family guy. Can you tell us a little bit about your family?
I can. I would love to. I have awesome wife, and I have 17-year-old stepdaughter, and a 7-year-old daughter who's in first grade. My 17-year-old stepdaughter is a senior in high school. All women. I got a lot of stuff going on at the house. I know how to deal with everything at this point. Yeah, we got a lot of bathrooms. We're searching for more as we speak right now, actually. But it's awesome. I love every minute of it, and they definitely keep me on my toes. There's a lot going on in that household over there. So
I bet.
Yeah.
We have a lot of ladies at my house too. There's a lot of estrogen going on, so bathrooms are important.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can get a dog that's a guy. But I'm probably going to lose that battle too. So
you're outvoted.
Yeah, I am totally.
So Derek, like, I know you do a nice amount of business. You're out there getting it done. Like, how is it that you find clients, and what is it that you do and that you like to do?
I'm still old school. I love to meet people face to face. I'm 100% referrals. It's, you know, for me, and it was kind of the way I was taught and the way I was geared towards the business, and going out and, you know, finding those genuine relationships, finding people that have the same strategies and focus that I do, and you know, finding a common ground to help their clients and help their business grow as well as mine. And that's what I've kind of stuck to and tried to hone in on it as much as I can. So.
I've heard you say relationship a bunch of different times, and all the different settings I've seen you, and you are genuinely a relationship guy. So yeah. I love that about you.
I do. I think, you know, you got to work with people that you get along with and that have common ground as you, and the same focus and outlines and strategies that you do. I think it's very important for your customers' well-being too, because it brings all the focus into one. So yeah, I like it. It's awesome to find people that you can work with in a good way. So yeah.
So do you do any other types of advertising other than the relationship side? Like, what do you?
The advertising I do with Real Producers. You guys, I've been with you guys since the beginning, and you guys do an amazing job. I haven't seen anything like it before, and I'm super excited to be a part of it. I just signed up with you for another few years. So I've been introduced to so many different agents, so many different people in the real estate and mortgage industry in general. So I like every minute of it, and I'm glad to be here for it. So it's awesome.
Thank you so much, Derek.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. No, we love having you. And so if you were to, let's see, I really love like the growth I've seen for you too. Like, what does like the next 1 to 5 years look like for you, and where do you feel like you're headed to? Yeah.
So to grow in volume, for sure, and to do that, I've already taken those strides. I've surrounded myself with the right people, the right company, which is very important as a loan officer and someone getting into the business. I can't stress that enough. Do your research and find the right company. I've added to my team an awesome transaction coordinator, Krista Fitch. She's behind the camera right now. But she's the type of person that's going to help me, take care of the finer points that allow me to focus on getting business, and she catches my mistakes and makes sure I'm straight. So, I want to keep doing that, keep building my team that way, and just getting out there, learning as much as I can, and meeting as many people as I can in the industry. That's about all I can do.
Well, so if you were to take and think about like a secret weapon for you, like what is either a habit or a person or a way you do business that has made a huge difference for you?
So I'm not reinventing the wheel at all, but it's really, I take advantage of my mornings. I know that may sound a little weird, but
I love it.
All right, yeah. So I have to have a routine in the morning. I get up, at 5:30. I do the exercise, workout. I plan my day. Check my task list. Try to put everything in. Get it together so I can have an outlook of what's going to happen for the rest of the day. So, taking advantage of my mornings and also doing yearly reviews. Oftentimes loan officers treat a loan as one transaction, and I think we need to become more of almost like a financial planner for the future of a mortgage. Talking to your clients, doing a yearly review, checking on their mortgage specifically. Those yearly reviews have been very good for me because you're in front of your clients, you're talking to your clients, and they don't forget you because it's easy to be forgotten in this industry. There's so many people that are doing it, and you got to stay in front of them for sure.
It's part of that relationship building.
Relationship.
And all that.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, so your morning routine, like when does that start? What does that look like, and what does the rest of your day kind of look like?
So 5:30 in the morning, most days, unless there's a happy hour the night before. But I, work out, do the exercise. Then I go and check my task list, check my emails, see what kind of challenges I'm going to have first thing in the morning, because I like to knock everything out first thing in the morning so I can focus on getting business later on in the day. Then my mind shifts a little bit because I take my daughter to school, drop her off, and have that little, daddy-daughter time for a little bit of time, and then I shift back into the mode of working, and that usually consists of me emailing and calling and meeting with Krista and talking about the pipeline, dealing with any loans that we have that are in the process or in underwriting and getting that out of the way so we can really focus on new business, as the day goes on. So just trying to structure it like that. Again, getting the morning started is huge for me.
That's fantastic.
I got to get the wheels turning.
I'm going to tag Hal in this probably, so Hal, you got to hear this.
Miracle
it's fantastic.
Morning. I've read it a couple times.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier,
Yeah.
like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah, it's the best. So, that's how you structure your day. Why is it so important to work with a loan officer? I love to ask this question for each industry. Like, why do you feel like it's so important to work with a lender these days?
Well, there's so much technology out there. Everything is at the touch of a computer, but there's nothing that is going to compete with face-to-face interaction. Nothing's going to compete with someone that can, make a buyer feel more comfortable about the most important financial decision of their life. Nothing's more important than creating a genuine relationship with a lender as a real estate agent, that you have the same goal in mind for that specific client that you're not going to find on a computer. And there's challenges that come up. Everybody knows that. There's any number of challenges that can come up during a transaction. And if you can't get somebody on the phone right away to deal with that transaction, or somebody to calm a buyer down during that transaction, it could lead to a lot of trouble. And realtors could lose clients like that. So I think, for a realtor to have a lender that's there any time of the day, weekends, that can answer a phone call at 10 o'clock at night, jump in front of their clients, meet them face to face. I think that's huge for their business too. It'll help them grow. I can't stress the importance of that. That's awesome.
What is one inside tip you can give realtors to help when using your business? So, like, what tip would you give real estate agents?
It's kind of, it might sound a little cliche, but communication. I focus my business on it. Oftentimes, I see that it's lacking in some transactions. I want to be there as much as I possibly can for your clients. I want to create a very genuine relationship with realtors. I like working with people I like hanging out with that have the same goals that I have. So I think those two things are kind of a lethal combination when you can keep everybody informed as to what's going on from the beginning of the loan transaction to the very end, and that's how you get repeat clients for sure.
So I love that. I love that answer. The industry is really interesting right now. Like, where do you see the industry kind of going? The future of real estate. What do you see it doing?
Well, it's definitely kind of a challenging time right now. I mean, we're seeing a lot of changes that are happening that'll probably happen for the next few months. But I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited for change. I haven't been in the business for so long that I do know that it kind of goes in a circular motion, and we're at that time now where there's going to be, different things happening. Different companies are structuring how they do things in a different way. Technology is going to advance. It's going to have a lot of implications on how lenders and real estate agents conduct their business, and I welcome it. I'm ready for it. So.
Yeah, you're adaptable and you'll go get it done.
We gotta get it done, or I'm doing something else.
Amen. Well, is there anything else you'd like to impart to the DC Metro Real producers out there?
No, I'm just very excited. Hopefully I get a chance to work with everybody. Again, I'm super thankful that I'm a part of DC Metro Realtors. I'm very excited for the mastermind. Yeah, November 8th. If you haven't registered for it, do it. It's huge. It gets you going. It gets your motivation level up, and I'm just ready to do it. I'm ready to tackle 2019, finish off the year strong, and get after it. So I hope you guys are too.
Amen. Well, Thank you so much. Anybody has any questions, feel free to add comments and so on, and we'll answer questions. Derek's tagged in this, and have a fantastic day, guys, and thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right. Thank you, guys.
See ya. Bye, guys.
You've heard it from DC Metro Real producers.